G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we're back, Winter of Woe's gone, goodbye, I'll see you later. We got the Spring of Sorrow, and week 1 is Ironfist, super easy defender, but they actually juiced him up on the node category, so it's a bit of a tough fight. This is a double objective challenge. This is Invisible Woman, who is obviously a Fantastic Four member, and also a hashtag small science champion. So you will be getting 2 of them. If you're Paragon, you can't actually complete both of those challenges, but she's still good for one of them. But yeah, if you're Valiant, you can knock out 2 with 1 champ, which is great. So for champ requirements, all it is Invisible Woman. Don't need an Awakening, don't need SIGs, don't need any of that. This is SIG 27 star, rank 1, unboosted. So even if you have a rank 3 6 star, you know, rank 3 is pretty low investment cost nowadays, and you boost up, it'll be equivalent. But yeah, if you do happen to have a 7 star, you're laughing because you don't need the dupe. Another bit of good news for everyone is that you don't actually need to know how to play Invisible Woman in order to do this fight, because yeah, you're ignoring all of her normal abilities and you're just kind of using her as a champion who is really tanky in the block, can miss sometimes, and can kind of ramp up into a big special 2, which isn't necessary, but that's the way that I like to play this challenge. So you can treat a special 3 as like a reset. It basically, at the start of the fight, it's get to your special 3, drop special 3, rinse, repeat. But yeah, there's a few things to watch out here. You can kind of treat this as, again, the beginning of the fight. You want to dex the rooted specials, but I like to parry the second hit. Just so that I'm removing one of the charges that you build up over time, the temperature type charges. The time is a bit finicky, but it just, I don't know, it kind of felt really right, and once I tried it a few times, I found it super consistent and was just kind of, you know, nailing it every time. So I do recommend doing that. It just lets you get a few more hits in, and it should deal 0 damage and not remove any of your force field because of the bulwark you get, and also just the fact that she's so tanky through the block anyway. But yeah, all I'm doing here is cycling special 3s in order to increase my force field charges. Every special 3 you drop will give you 100, I believe. And yeah, special 1s I think give you 25, but the special 3 is definitely better because A, you'll be reparrying a lot, so you'll be getting a lot of power, and B, it just gives you a really good reset. So you want to drop the special 3 because there's the 2 ways that he can root you, right? He roots you during his special attacks all the time, that's regardless, and then you can see on the top left there's that root timer, and when that one expires you get rooted for an amount of time. So those are the 2 things you've got to watch out for. See there, I could have gotten hit, but thankfully there's the node where if you parry, you, or I think just take a blocked hit, he gets that kind of serpent, I'm not going to go anywhere if you hit me, passive. So yeah, you can actually hit into him while you're rooted if you're close enough when you get rooted. So that's why I opt not to generally, unless like right there, I know that I'm close enough to be able to do a full combo. So yeah, obviously I'm just keep cycling special 3s here, and the main thing I try to do is to, we'll do dash back, parry, dash back, heavy counter. So that makes me net at the same amount of charges as before he threw the special attack, but I've gained some power from parrying, and I've also gained some power from the heavy, and also dealt a bit of damage from the heavy. So I've done that again, and I'm basically just one more blocked hit, and I'm at 3 bars. So here, the root timer just went off, like the timed one, so I decided great time to pop special 3. Sometimes I will wait and delay that, just to make sure that I get a really nice special 3 timing on that, because if you do it right before you get rooted, then you're kind of sitting there for like 7 seconds, kind of don't know what to do here. But yeah, the main thing is, again, see there, that light attack whiffed. So I should not have attacked there. I tend to just kind of turtle up. That's why you have the big force field. Like, we're so much into this fight. I've been taking some, mostly parries, but also some blocked hits, and I've only lost 2%. You can actually afford to sit there and take a lot of blocked hits just straight up into the block without having to get reparries. I do like reparries, but again, those were 98 damage. Not reparries. 98 damage for a 7-star rank 1 is not a lot of health. It's really a drop in the bucket. Okay, so again, root timer, top left, it's just activated now, so I'm just going to straight up drop the special 3. If you do watch every time, I'm sure there'll be one where I could have waited, or I went too early or whatever, but for the most part, that's the strategy you should be aiming for. And again, I'm doing the dash back, parry, dash back, and then heavy into the special 1, like countering the special 1, sorry. And then just when I'm rooted, I'm trying to block a lot and trying to reparry, but the most important thing is to just not get hit. It's a pretty stressful fight. There's a lot going on. My main goal here, again, see me there spamming the special 3. My main goal here is to build up the force field, because each force field charge that you have actually increases your special 2's damage. And normally when you have the fragilities that she builds up, invisible woman, blah blah, but yeah, she builds up fragilities, but he's immune to all debuffs. Well, he's not immune, but they can't be applied. That's an important distinction, like if you want to use onslaught or whatever. But here, see, I'm waiting at that root timer. As soon as it activates special 3, so I get to start fresh, unrooted with the big timer. And I did get power drain because you lose a charge when you use a special and when you take a blocked hit. But that's fine because I'm using a special 3 anyway, so I'm going to be at 0 power. That's fine to do, you just don't want to get to 10. Do not get to 10 charges or your fight is... I think you can live 1, but there's no point. Your fight's pretty much over, especially if you're not hitting constant reparries. It was at this point in the fight that I decided it was special 2 time. I had about 500 charges, I had the cruelty, I get the big fury, and it's very sad. Like, you saw that damage. I mean, it was good, but the whole thing is you're sacrificing all of your protection. You're sacrificing all your force field charges for that. So I guess if you're gonna do it and you want to use it as like a big nuke to end the fight, build up more than that, just keep going. But yeah, that's fine. I can just get back to another special 3, and because I've taken such little hits into the block while I've had the force field charges, so we're chilling back up to 100 again. No stress, taking minimal hits, because yeah, it doesn't really compound. Like if you have 500, you're not going to be taking much less damage than if you have 100. And also an important thing, I'll put it at the start of the video, I totally forgot, is do not activate the pre-fight. You can, it is more damage is good, but it's also less safe. You'll be less tanky, it's a big trade-off. Yeah, I went for the be an absolute tank machine and just get him down by holding my block and then special 3ing into his face. But if you want to whittle him down, maybe use a revive or 2 and make it a bit quicker, that's also completely fair. You do gain bonus damage while you have force field charges, but you consume them when you hit. So I'm sure you could see why that would be a little bit annoying. I did actually for a while activate the pre-fight, and like I could gain charges by special 3 cycling, but like if you make one mistake, it was kind of over, and I wasn't a huge fan of that. Over as in you lose all your charges. And yeah, I was looking to drop a big special 2 nuke, so I opted to not activate the pre-fight, just kind of slog it through. Another good thing about Invisible Woman is the invisibility, as I mentioned, but it does actually come in clutch sometimes. Like if he's going to drop a special 2 and you're invisible, you can just kind of stand there and he'll use the whole thing and you'll be fine. But yeah, last little hit of glory here. Oh, Invisible Woman, why did you crit? Oh, I do have stat focus crit, but again, if you have a 6-star, you'll be fine. That's the fight. It was a bit long, but yeah, I only took less than 10% of my health, so no worries. She's a tanky beast actually. No fragilities, no worries. Double objective complete. Drop me a like, comment, subscription if you did enjoy the video. With that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.